Hi there, I'd like to tell you a little bit more about Perform Psyche, which I've newly set up. Basically, this has been born out of the idea of working for the last 20 years, predominantly in sports, and then also with piping, Highland dancing, ballet and corporate business. Now, I'm a chartered sport and exercise psychologist. My background has been in education. I worked at university as a lecturer there, and I also was a director of different programs there. So for the last 20 years, I've been a consultant as well, working predominantly in a cross-section of sports. And I've worked with world champions, I've worked with European champions, British champions, Scottish champions, to name a few. From everything from golf to football to tennis, swimming, gymnastics, trampolinists, the lot. And I began to notice after a little while that these same techniques and interventions that I used in sport could actually be used in piping now and dancing as well. Now, my background has been as a solo piper and also as a Highland dancer. I was a world-class Highland dancer in my time and was runner-up at Cal. I also won several championships in my piping when I used to compete. And because of my interest and my background in that, I began to realise that these interventions in sports, which worked really well, would also work in piping and Highland dancing. So I started to apply these a number of years back to success. The stuff really works. Now, basically, everybody would be thinking, oh, what on earth has this mental stuff, got to do with it? It's voodoo. What is it? Well, actually, the ancient Olympians used this, centuries back. Now, if you think about it, nothing beats hard work. This was, beaten into me when I was younger, basically. And so you had to practice. So if you think about it, the mental side is complementary to this hard work and practice that goes on. So if you think of performance, the whole complete performance as being about, say, 90% or so, the majority of it being all the hard work and practice, and that tiny fraction being the mental side. Now, if on the day of competition, or a big performance or recital, or a performance production, the mental side isn't in the right place on the day, whether this is through anxiety and nerves. We can never 100% assimilate the actual competition or the recital at home. We can give a gold medal performance, a world-class performance at home when we're relaxed. But when it actually comes to the event, we can never 100% actually assimilate that. So nerves can kick in. We can have distractions through watching others. We're comparing our performance to other people. Perhaps reeds and piping might start going a bit haywire. Anything can happen. Even people at the elite level say they still get very, very anxious because others are biting at their heels, and it's easier to take over than it is to stay at the very top. So basically, if the mind isn't in the right place on the day of competition or a big performance, then all that hard work can go out of the window and can be, to a large extent, wasted. So this is where the mental side is crucial, and it's really, really important to try and get and attain this mental toughness and preparedness as well, so that you get the wholeness in optimal performance. Now, this has generally been a neglected side in piping and dancing. It is recognised now in sports. Every Olympic team has a sports psychologist now. Now, in the past, I have worked with everybody from dojo pipers to the National Piping Centre. I have worked with done class workshops to Piping Live and workshops at the Royal Conservatoire of Scotland for working with Roddy McLeod and Willie McCallum there, and Finlay MacDonald too. I've worked with Yori Chisholm as well. I've worked with top pipe bands and a whole selection of different grades and pipe bands, as well as solo pipers. I have also worked with top world-class dancers in the top 6, as well as very, very good dancers and beginners as well. It's for everybody. It's from beginners to elite. We all have different ways of trying to develop the mental side to get our optimal performance. Now at Perform Psych, we offer a variety of workshops and sessions. Now these can be one-to-one sessions where it's a very much tailored session to you as an individual or a pipe band or a group of people, or it can be more general, generic information that's provided. Now I can offer one-on-one sessions, group sessions. I can do fast track one day or weekend sessions. I can also do lectures, presentations. Accompanying all the sessions will be a series of workbooks as well, which will be complimentary and free. And these will include exercises, technique tips, and everything to do with that session that I will be talking on. Now, people can sign up for these in the future. I'm going to do a number of special offers for these as well. So look out for these coming in the future. So I'd love to hear from you. Please contact me at my Facebook and LinkedIn pages under Perform Psych. Also go to my website, which is www.perform